It was a stormy winter's night. The rain was coming. The man decided to take a shortcut, a way he didn't usually go, through a more sinister part of town. He entered a park where the trees clawed at the sky and the weeds grew tall. A string of street lamps showed the way. The wind picked up, the trees swayed and groaned. Then he was leaving the park. As he turned back, something caught his eye. There, in the weeds, he saw a faint glow. He walked across to the glint of light. On the ground, he saw a strange object that looked like a phone. As he picked it up, he saw on the front screen a terrifying image, a picture of a woman screaming like she'd seen death itself. The horrific image slowly dissolved, and a screen with strange symbols appeared. Suddenly, he heard the sound of footsteps coming towards him. He slipped the phone into his pocket and hurried towards the streetlights. Looking back, he saw a tall figure in a long coat staring at him. At home, the man pulled the phone from his pocket. As he held it, a rush of warmth ran through his body. At the bottom of the screen was a strange icon. The man tapped the icon, and then a game started. There was a road through a dark forest. As the man travelled along the road, he came to a gate that wouldn't open. Symbols floated across the screen. Playing the game felt good. The man lost track of time. He couldn't put the phone down. Then he looked up. The sun was rising. He had to go to work. As he walked to work, a tall man approached him. The man told him his name was Swift. He asked him if he'd found a phone in the park last night. The man wanted to say yes, to tell the truth, but something stopped him. Swift told him that he was a time traveler, that he had come from the future, and that the phone he was looking for was not an average phone, and that it was very dangerous, that it was controlled by the Dark Circle, a group of powerful mind controllers. Scared, the man turned and ran. At work, he tried to finish an important report, but couldn't concentrate. He just wanted to play the game. In desperation, he managed to lock the phone in a drawer. He tried to do his work, but he couldn't stop thinking of the game. Finally, he couldn't control himself any longer. He told his colleagues he wasn't well. He unlocked the drawer, grabbed the phone, and left. Walking home, he thought he could hear footsteps and whispering. He looked back, but there was no one there. In his room, he started playing the game again. On the side of the wooded road, he saw a strange tail. Or was it a tentacle? A key drifted up from the road. He slipped the key into the lock and was through. He felt wonderful. A voice whispered that he was almost there. He lost track of time. For days and days he played the game. His mind was hazy. It wasn't working well. He needed to eat. He grabbed his things and left. As he walked towards the shops, he heard someone running up behind him. He turned. It was Swift. Swift yelled at the man that he was trying to help him, that he wasn't safe, that the phone was a monstrous evil. The man backed away, then suddenly Swift stumbled and desperately clutched and tore at his throat, as if he was being strangled by invisible hands. With death in his eyes, Swift looked at the phone in the man's hand. The screen had gone completely black, and out of the inky void, horrible, strange tentacles were reaching out. Terrified, the man tried to throw the phone away, but he couldn't let go of it. The man turned. He saw a road ahead. He ran as fast as he could towards the car lights. He ran straight into the oncoming traffic. In his dying moments, the phone flew from his hand and fell into the weeds and the long grass It glowed a dull pale glow, and on the screen was a picture of a man screaming, like he'd seen death itself.